Take a breath. Go ahead. A real one. That single breath just carried oxygen into your body, but it carried something else too. Tiny particles of pollution, traces of chemicals, things that were never meant to be inside you. And it's not just the air. It's in the water you drink, the food you eat, the packaging you touch, the products you put on your skin. Right now, you are absorbing more foreign substances than almost any human who has ever lived. We may be the most chemically exposed generation in history. So here's the real question. What is your body actually doing about it? Because believe it or not, you were built to fight back. This is the story of how your body detoxes itself and what you can really do to help it win. Let's start with what we're up against. The word toxin gets thrown around a lot, so let's be clear about what we mean. Your body is constantly taking in substances it has to neutralize and get rid of. Some come from the outside: air pollution, pesticides, heavy metals like lead and mercury, the chemicals that leach out of plastics, and some are made inside you every single day just from being alive. Remember those free radicals from our first story? Every time your cells turn food into energy, they throw off waste. Your own metabolism creates a constant stream of byproducts that, left unchecked, would slowly damage you from the inside. So the load is coming at you from two directions at once: from the world around you and from the simple act of staying alive. Now here's the part that should make you feel a lot better. You are not defenseless, not even close. Your body has an entire built-in detoxification system, running quietly around the clock, whether you think about it or not. At the center of it is an organ you've already met: your liver. It's the master chemist, taking toxins and transforming them, step by step, into safer substances your body can actually flush out. And working right alongside it is glutathione, the master antioxidant from our very first episode. Your liver uses glutathione to grab onto toxins, especially heavy metals and pollutants, and tag them for removal. Then comes the rest of the cleanup crew. Your kidneys filter your blood and send waste out through your urine. Your gut traps toxins and carries them out. Your skin pushes things out through sweat, and your lungs exhale what they can. This is a coordinated full-body defense system. And most of the time, it works beautifully. So if your body already detoxes itself, what's the catch? Here's the catch. That system was designed for a world that no longer exists. For most of human history, the toxic load was a tiny fraction of what it is today. Your detox system is incredibly capable, but it has limits. And in the modern world, we can push it right up against them. When the incoming load is high and the system is run down by poor sleep, by a nutrient-poor diet, by alcohol, by constant stress, by aging itself, things start to back up. And remember, your body makes less glutathione as you get older, right when you may need it most. So the goal isn't some magic cleanse. The goal is simpler and far more powerful. Take the load off and give your detox system what it needs to do its job. So what actually helps? Let's start with the boring stuff that works, because it really does. Sleep. We've said it before, but it matters here too, because a huge amount of your body's cleanup and repair happens while you're asleep. Water. Your kidneys simply cannot flush waste without enough of it, so hydration isn't optional, it's the delivery system. Sweat. Real physical activity gets your blood moving, your lungs working, and pushes things out through your skin. And fiber. Fiber binds to waste in your gut and physically carries it out of your body. So a diet rich in vegetables, fruits, and whole foods does real, daily detox work. Then there's food that doesn't just remove the load, but actually powers the system. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are rich in sulfur, the raw material your body uses to build more glutathione. You are, quite literally, eating the building blocks of your own defense. And beyond food, there are a handful of substances that science has studied specifically for supporting the body's detox pathways. Glutathione itself is the obvious one, but here's a fascinating catch. If you just swallow plain glutathione, your stomach acid destroys most of it before it ever reaches your cells. For years, the only reliable way to truly raise your levels was through an IV drip, which tells you something important. How you take something can matter just as much as what you take. Then there's activated charcoal, with a surface so porous that a single gram can have the area of a football field, letting it bind to certain toxins in the gut so they can be carried out. There's chlorella, a green algae packed with compounds studied for binding to heavy metals. And there are natural minerals like zeolite, with a cage-like structure that can trap heavy metals and impurities. None of these are magic on their own, but together with the basics, sleep, water, movement, fiber, and the right foods, they are the real, unglamorous science of supporting your body's oldest defense. So the next time you hear the word detox slapped onto some 3-day juice cleanse, remember the truth. You don't need a gimmick. You are already running the most sophisticated detoxification system on the planet every second of every day. Your job isn't to replace it, it's to protect it, feed it, and get out of its way. That's how you actually fight back. Now you know. But there's a deeper question hiding underneath all of this. If your body is fighting this battle every single day, what is it that makes some people's defenses so much stronger than others? The answer is hidden inside something you've carried since before you were even born. And that's where we're going next time.